For the past 19 months, the Brownstone Inn, located in Autrain, Michigan, has been battling with the state over concerns of utilizing well water as opposed to city water. After investing over $350,000 in renovations in order to bring everything up to state code, a legal battle was the last thing owners Darren Hubbard and Tom and Anna Dolosky were searching for. Despite having a perfect testing record for the past 5 decades, the transfer of ownership unexpectedly led to the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy, also known as EGLE, revoking well usage for Brownstone.
The state of Michigan, their environmental EGLE, their environmental division, has a specified restriction on commercial wells, and the Brownstone isn't on city water. So there was a lot of money spent, probably about $100,000 between engineers, contractors, and systems. That was ultimately told to us that it wasn't good enough, that we couldn't use it. So we removed it, and we've been working with state engineers to try to figure out what they actually want. And we're getting really close to that, but not after obviously spending tens of thousands of more dollars on engineers and administrative work, and then spending a lot more money on whatever filtration the state says we need to do.
In order to comply with the state's requirements, Brownstone has had to completely reinvent their systems, including installing brand new plumbing, purchasing several water tanks and an improved trailer, and installing a water spigot in the side of Hillside Party Store West, where they pay the city of Munising for water. Located at Brownstone are two 1,000-gallon tanks that are refilled roughly once per week through the process of pumping city water from Hillside and transporting it by trailer and a state-certified water hauling employee. Not only is the roughly 20 to 25-minute drive redundant for the hauling staff, the process of filling the tanks is labor-intensive, taking an hour per load. As far as risk management goes, Brownstone is required to keep a water hauling and testing log, along with having a licensed water engineer that oversees testing at both sites. For consumption, the restaurant purchases gallon jugs of water from GFS, Gordon Food Service, to further ensure the safety of its guests.
It's amazing how much water you go through. If you have 150 people come in here to eat, that's 150 people potentially using the restrooms, washing their hands, the cooks, the servers, the dishwashers, washing their hands repeatedly. We have to be mindful of how much water we're going through to be able to have enough water for cooking, dishwashing, sanitary, cleaning at night. Just doing daily maintenance goes through hundreds of gallons of water.
Due to the complexity of transitioning to a system for hauling water, the business was greatly impacted in several additional ways, such as an extended closure.
So it goes beyond just the water. What you have to consider is that the restaurant was basically tripped up from being open, and we missed a critical winter season, and then we missed all of a spring, and then we missed an early summer season. So we missed probably over $1 million in revenue, on top of spending close to $400,000 to try to satisfy state requirement.
Along with working to satisfy EGLE, the business was grappling with upset and confused locals during the closure. Luckily, the owners were fully transparent with the community and staff members regarding the complex issue. Despite the difficult circumstances, they received an overwhelming amount of support. In addition to sending weekly updates and keeping in contact, owner Anna Dolosky explains what employment opportunities were available for Brownstone staff.
So I guess the silver lining, if you will, in the whole process was that having other entities that were open while Brownstone was shut down gave us the opportunity to shift those employees around so that they wouldn't be unemployed for long term. We had back of house needs at Tracy's. We had servers that came over from Brownstone to work at Tracy's and other entities, and that really pushed everybody forward, and that was a huge help. I honestly don't even want to think about how things might have transpired had that not been an option. So I'm just really, really grateful that we were able to provide the Brownstone staff with those opportunities while we were sorting through a very difficult, very complex issue.
The loyal and dedicated server of 32 years, Missy Manisto, expresses her gratitude regarding the employment opportunity she was given. Tracy's was a change of pace, yet I kept saying I wanted to go home, states Missy.
It was not fair to the staff for us to continue to work through and fight this issue without actually opening and getting some revenue in and keeping them employed. So we had to bite the bullet and do what was necessary, and that is to haul the water in. But we are, rest assured, actively working with the state and with EGLE to ensure a path forward that involves a well and any other solution. We remain hopeful. It's a long road. It's been 19 months and counting. But you know what? It's a fight that we have to keep fighting until it's over.
Econ 24 News, this is Savannah.